Hi, my name is Cynthia Seymour and I'm with Seymour Results, and I'm coming to you today about Pinterest. It is the hot news. So anyway, I wanted to give a couple of tips to my clients and kind of see. I'm actually testing out a new program that is a video trivia program, so I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this too. Pinterest is, in the past month, has become one of the fastest growing websites ever. So I think what it is Pinterest is a virtual tack board that enables you to put up pictures of things that you love and are interested in and share that with a larger population of other people that might be interested in the same things that you are. So that being said, it's kind of like a virtual tack board. You know how people have things behind them that they tack up, images or ideas or things that they love, maybe, whatever. And, there are also people that make dream boards. So this is sort of another way to make a virtual dream board. So I think that's kind of a simplified description of what it is. It's a virtual tack board or dream board. And the reason why it's so hot, I think, is because it's one, visual, and two, very easy to do. So I think that the nature of that ability to share ideas and inspirations, things that you love, interests with other people, is yet another great way to connect up with people and share who you are and learn about other people globally. So yes, it's a great addition, in my opinion, to the palette of different tools that can be used with social media. And I wanted to talk a little bit about why it's important. It's important for businesses and business people to find new ways to inspire others, to get them interested, to get them involved, and to get their ideas across in a visual way. We're increasingly becoming much more visual. We don't even, this is horrible to say, but I'm a complete bookworm and infomaniac, and I love to read, but I'm also a really visual person too. And I think that that's the appeal of Pinterest, is to simply be able to, in a visual way, get the ideas across. And another thing that's great about it is it enables you to share that with a variety of people. And I think the fifth thing, the reason why it's important, is that it enables you to remember or keep a collection of the things that you're interested in. In the past, I don't know about you, but I always had these, not random, but very specific folders on my browser bar. So I'd have things that I was interested in terms of business and social media, blogs that I like to read, a recipe file, and a clothing and wish list file, and travel ideas file. So I had all these files across my browser bar. And now I don't have to have these files that I never went back and looked at. Now I can actually take these images from various websites that I'm looking at and pin those images up onto a board that then becomes this visual way of collecting and saving ideas and things that I find on the internet and whatnot. So anyway, that being said, I thought I'd give a few tips that are really key in terms of being successful on Pinterest, because it's really easy to get into. But I think the important thing to understand is that there's ways to do it well, and then there's, ways to kind of like stick your toe in but not really do anything with it and not see the purpose of it. So the first tip that I would offer is to create a personable profile. I think it's so important to let your personality shine through and not just be stiff and corporate about whatever it is that you're putting out there. So Pinterest is a visual place, so put a nice picture up and then nice description of yourself, and then make sure that you're linking your other social media profiles into Pinterest as well, like your Twitter and your Facebook. That's my first tip. The second tip is go ahead and create the boards. Don't think about, before you get on, what are your interests and what are the aspects of who you are and what makes you unique as a person or as a business person. And rather than just develop out the standard generic board names that they've come up with, create some fun new ways to describe what you're trying to get out there. So instead of just recipes, I did drooling on my keyboard because every time I see recipes it just makes me hungry. And when I was a kid, I'm dating myself, there was a show called The Big Blue Marble, and I named my Want to Travel All Over the World board The Big Blue Marble because we live in such a marvelous place, and I love seeing images of places that I haven't been to and would like to go to as well. And then a board on things that are related maybe to your business is not a bad idea at all, because there are going to be people that are interested in what the information that you have and your unique point of view about your business. So what I would suggest for that would be that I named mine Social Media and Techie Tips, and it's just because I'm always trying to help people with their social media and kind of get active in it. And I love posting infographics. So it's become this visual way of showing people what's going on in the social media world, and just kind of throwing out techie tips that I read about on a daily basis and sharing that with the public at large. The third thing that I would suggest is that you make sure there's an area in Pinterest in the settings files that are called goodies, and in that section there is an area where you can actually install a pin button, it's called a bookmarklet, to your browser, so that every time you're on a website and you see something you like, you just hit that pin it button and it takes the image, you choose the image and you write your comment and you choose the board that you want to pin it on. So it's a super easy way of sharing what you're looking at online with other people and saving ideas for yourself. The fourth thing I would suggest is to allow for a variety of interest. If you're a parent or a mom, show things that are related to maybe kids' parties or crafts or things you'd like to do with your kids. If you love to travel, or you love wine, or you love food, or you love fashion, or you love bicycling or videos or going to the movies or whatever it is, make a board for those interests, because you're going to actually save those interests for yourself, but also attract other people that are interested in the same thing that you are. So, allow for that variety of interest. Don't be one-dimensional. Just allow all of your colors to come through. And if you're pinning your own images, make sure, I did a little board called flamingolips.com. I have a blog called flamingolips.com. That's kind of my fun blog. And it's images that I've actually taken. Make sure when you are putting your own images out there, Pinterest is such a visual community that you really want to put beautiful images up there. Don't just put kind of, snapshots and stuff like that. Save that for Facebook. And, put your best stuff out there. So high quality images are really going to get shared the most by other people. And if you're a photographer, there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't have your images up on Pinterest. Start to search around and look through Pinterest and connect with other people. Start to follow their boards. Follow only the ones that you're interested in. You don't have to follow all of theirs. And share the boards and the pins that you think are really interesting with other people. People love to see that their content is being shared out there, and they'll turn around and share yours too. So connect up. It's kind of fun because you can almost see who you would get along with in that Pinterest world visually. And there have been times where I've seen people's boards and thought, this is a kindred spirit, or this is somebody who I could really see myself being best friends with. And they may be off, on the other side of the country, but there's something that connects us, and you can actually visually see that on Pinterest. So connect up with others and build relationships. That's what makes this fun. The next tip that I would give you would be that there is a level of etiquette involved with Pinterest. It is still, at this point, it's a very female-dominated platform. It doesn't always have to stay that way, but 90% of the people on it right now are women. This is great for brands because women like to share things that they love. And so you're going to see shoes and clothes and whatever, all the crafts and things like that. But make sure that when you are pinning and sharing other people's content, that you're actually giving them credit for it instead of taking credit for it. That goes a long way. Make sure that you're helping to promote others and just not self-promotional all the time and promote. Nobody likes those types of people out in social media that are just plying you with their ads and stuff and 10% off, and that's just such a completely off-base way of using social media, in my opinion, and Pinterest is not the place to do that. It's okay to put your stuff out there and put your best foot forward out there, but you don't have to be 100% promotional all the time. Share everybody else's stuff, and then they'll see your things and like your things and promote you too. So no over self-promotion. That's just so not cool. Build relationships. Reach out to people. They love it. I have shared food ideas, travel ideas, wine ideas, clothes ideas, and it's a fun way to build relationships with other people, and they appreciate it. And then share your information and what you're sharing with others. I wouldn't overpin all the other social media networks, but you can use Pinterest to share out to Twitter and to share out to your Facebook, for example. And that's really awesome. But if Facebook suddenly gets this stream of all of these pins you're putting out there, your Facebook friends are going to kind of, get a little maybe miffed about it. So I would save your best pins for Facebook that are kind of more related to your Facebook fan base or crowd. Think what would be interesting to your Facebook crowd. That's kind of the barometer for what I would use to actually decide what you're sending out to Facebook. And then Twitter, maybe what you're tweeting out are things about your business or things that you think are relevant to your industry. That's a good rule of thumb for Twitter. Twitter will handle the volume of Pinterest pins more than Facebook will. So I would suggest that if you feel compelled to send everything out, send it more to Twitter than you would to your Facebook. But have some discretion about how you're, integrating these platforms, these social media platforms into your, what are you sharing and why are you sharing and who are you sharing it with? Be thoughtful. This is a fun platform, and I am so excited to teach some of my clients how to use this for their own businesses. It's more effective for some than others at this point, but I don't think it's always going to be that way. There's a similar male-based Pinterest called Gentle Mint Gentlemint, that's more male dominated. But I have a feeling that the men are going to kind of get in on the Pinterest thing too. So anyway, those are my tips, those are my ideas, and I'm going to actually be testing out a video trivia program called Rivid with this video, so this ought to be interesting and fun. I'm really enjoying all of the new ways that we can communicate globally with the world, no matter where we are and what we're doing. There's just so many possibilities to have fun with all of this and make great relationships and business connections all over the world if you want. So anyway, this is Cynthia Seymour with SeymourResults.com, and I look forward to answering any questions that you might have. So enter any questions into comments, or feel free to visit my blog, Seymour Results, SEYMOUR Results.com, and shoot me any questions that you may have. You're also welcome to connect with me on Twitter, Cynthia K. Seymour, or via LinkedIn. You can search me on LinkedIn, or Seymour Results on Facebook as well. So anyway, have a great day. Have fun with Pinterest, and send me any questions, ideas, suggestions, thoughts, or how are you using it? If you've got something really great, I'd love to hear it. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.